let you guys get to it. we'll start. You guys ready?
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I want to welcome everyone who is joining us online on Facebook, YouTube, and at tilb.org, our live stream. If you're joining us online, please know that you are an important part of this community. And I invite you to connect with one another online as well. And so go ahead and head into the chat and say a Shabbat Shalom to one another, a welcome to one another. A note as well that when we get to the end of our service and we offer our healing prayer, our memorial prayer, Mourner's Kaddish, that you'll be able to offer the names of those in the chat. We'll be able to share their names in our sanctuary. This evening, we have a little bit of a different experience. This is our Kol HaNeshama Shabbat. And the hope is that it's an opportunity to do a little bit of experimenting. You'll see some different things that we'll do. We have a little bit of a different setup. Each month we've done a little bit of a different setup, trying out different things to see what speaks to us as a community. Melodies will be different as well, different kinds of things that are meant to be a part of the rejuvenation, the reinvention of what it means to be Jewish. And so I want to thank first and foremost all of our musicians who are here with us. I want to thank our group for being here. So thank you to Mike Malinowski. Thank you for being here. To Mark and Patty Davidson, their premier in this group. Thank you for being here, for offering your music. No pressure. I assure everyone, it is a treat. We are in for a treat. And Sherry, it is such a gift to have you here with us, offering your music, offering your presence. Thank you. We also tonight want to offer a few different things. So one thing I want to mention is we have an incredibly robust security system here at Temple Israel. And deliberately so, many of the security measures are things that we might not readily see, but I've been asked by our security committee and the members of our community who are experts in security, just to note about our sanctuary that we have 2 exits in the back of our sanctuary, as well as an exit here in the front. If you were to exit on the side of our sanctuary here, it would lead directly outside of our synagogue. And perhaps most importantly, if you were to exit through the back of our sanctuary, it leads directly to the restrooms. Tonight can seem like A night where not only that security feels a little bit more threatened than normal, and I assure you that as a result of that, we have been in closer contact with law enforcement, and we have taken a number of measures to make sure that we are safe. But there's another safety that I think we need this evening, and that is an emotional and spiritual safety. This has been a tremendous week. This has been a week that has meant the shattering of what our hopes and dreams are for what peace might look like in the Middle East, and even as we might see this as a moment of violence on a long path to a place where that region might be in peace, we cannot help but be pained by the knowledge of those who have been hurt as a part of it. And so I think that we need to be together. Safety takes many different forms, and the spiritual safety that we need and call for is available to us when we come together and we sing and we bring together our community as one. Tonight, we begin our service by lighting candles and reminding ourselves that even though darkness might fall in our world, that light is available simply from reaching out. And so, I want to invite all of us to include themselves in this blessing, for everyone to join me as we begin our holiday of Shabbat, as we light our Shabbat candles. In casting this light, in having the reminder and symbol of brightness and warmth in front of us, may it be a reminder of the availability of that light and the strength of hope in our world.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We're going to continue in our Shabbat service this evening using the words of our prayer books to allow us to be in company with not only one another, but Jews around the world as we sing these words. We begin our Shabbat holiday with the words Ma Yafeh Hayom, page 10 of our prayer books.
Hayom
We continue on page 7 of our prayer books. Where is this week vanished? Is it lost forever? Will I ever recover anything from it? The joy of life, an unexpected victory, the realized hope, or task accomplished? Will I ever be able to banish the memory of pain or the sting of defeat, the heaviness of boredom? On this day, let me keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let me be free of the burdens that must return. On this day, Shabbat, abide. Let's read together. Help me to withdraw for a while from the flight of time, contain the retreat of the hours and days from the grasp of frantic life. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into a quiet world this day. On this day, Shabbat, abide. We continue on page 13, reminding ourselves the way that our world is renewed each and every day, and even as we open up our mouths and offer a prayer, this world might be renewed with a new melody, new voice, new song. We continue now with a poem offered to us from the Kabbalists many years ago, reminding us and inviting us to take literally that understanding and that invitation to offer new songs. They wrote new songs, new prayers to be added into our liturgy, into our service. And so many years ago, drawing the image of two people bringing their lives together, they likened Shabbat to a wedding celebration. And so not yet, but when we get to our final verse, we'll stand. We'll turn to the door through which we entered our sanctuary, welcoming Shabbat as if she were here as a bride on her wedding day. We continue on page 20.
Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi נקבלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה. פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה. פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה. פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה. פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך ומאורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך יגלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה. פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה. פני שבת נקבלה. Please rise as we welcome in the Sabbath bride. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה. פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה. פני שבת נקבלה.
We continue with the words of Baruch Hu on page 28 of our prayer books.
Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Page 30. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteach she'arim, uvitvuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umesader et hakochavim, b'mishmeroteim b'rakia kirtzono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, B'choshech mipnei or, Uma'avir yom u'mevi laila, Uma'avdil ben yom u'ben laila, Adonai tzevaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, Tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv, Aravim.
This is an hour of change as we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we drop back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we drop back or cross over? This is an hour of change, and we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back or cross over?
Page 32.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadata, Otanu limadata. Hein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochtenu, Umeinu nasiach b'chukecha, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ומצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו לאורך ימינו, ובכם נגה יומם ולילה, יומם ולילה. באהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, וחיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, amen.
We continue on page 40, calling out a song that echoed from generations and generations ago, the very first prayer of our people. Each and every one of us has the need to feel comfort. And there are different ways that we find that, perhaps in the embrace of someone near to us, and always, and it is necessary that we feel that as well in the embrace of our community. This next blessing gives thanks for the presence of feeling held as if in angels' wings or held underneath the talit, in the presence of love and comfort that comes in being in community. We continue on page 42 of our prayer books.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from
continue calling out, knowing that there are times when our mouths open of their own accord and find the right words, other times where we need to ask for help, and so this prayer must be done in community. Otherwise, we say it silently. But when we stand together, we turn to one another, somehow we find the way to open our lips. I'd like to invite us to turn to page 48 of our prayer books and to please rise in body or in spirit.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chastei Avot Ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah, Rav lehoshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofei cholim, umatir asurim, umekayim emunato, lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umido melach, melech memit, umechayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'emanat halehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim bechol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
Days pass and the years vanish. And we walk sightless among miracles, and so we ask, God, that you fill our eyes with seeing, our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk, and to help us see, wherever we gaze, that the bush burns unconsumed. And we, clay, touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place? And we did not know it. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el HaKadosh. We continue either using the words on the pages to follow or other words we might find in our hearts. We'll join together again on page 62. Years ago, a friend of mine brought a group of his college students to attend services at an otherwise quiet Friday night. I watched them come in shortly after the opening prayer and congregate around the pews in the back of the sanctuary, still chewing cheese and cookies from the oneg. They seemed to sit down as one, as if they waited until every student was present, looked at each other, one nodded, and then sat. They follow along in the service, flipping their prayer books first from right to left, and then turning them around, flipping left to right. And at the end of the service, their teacher came up to me and asked if I would talk with them. I love this. I always get the best questions from people seeking a Jewish ritual or seeing a Jewish ritual for the very first time, and some of them had out notebooks ready to log information for a paper. Their questions were very respectful, asking about the symbolism on the Hebrew ark, or how someone becomes a rabbi, that sort of thing. And then one student asked about the mourner's Kaddish. He'd never seen that before. In his church, they had no rituals for remembering people who had died, didn't focus too much on their memories, and he was surprised that we would take time to think about the people and think about something so painful, something so sad. And he asked, can I ask another question? And I said, of course. He said, why is it that you call out who is observing 7 days, 30 days, and a year? Why those numbers? I didn't have a good answer. I shared with him that 7 was a full cycle in the Jewish community, the completion of something, but honestly, it did feel in some ways arbitrary. It wasn't until years later, when I experienced a loss and spent a week with my world turned sideways, that I realized there's a lot of wisdom in that. 7 does complete a cycle. These past 7 days have been horrific. I know that many of the same images that you have seen cycled through and through my mind throughout the week. The reality of unspeakable acts evidenced undeniably with photo and video coverage right in front of me. The darker side of social media is that with ubiquitous capture comes the terrible record of what we never want to see. But somehow, we still have the duty and witness to remember. Numbers don't speak to human life, but somehow a step toward a way to understand, and they consider the magnitude of the people who killed. These numbers continue to crawl. And I look, consider, and then feel helpless. Many of us have decided to make donations or to try to find some way of bringing ourselves to a place, ourselves overseas to place our hands in the work, but still we feel like this is not enough, watching these things continue. That's why so many of us feel the need to talk about it. I've had friends and family reach out from far and wide. Know that many of our faith and political and nonprofit partners have reached out to share their condolences, to let us know that they are not alone, that we are not alone, that their hearts are with us. And I've seen something relatively strange as well. Something available in the past, but not as common as I remember it. I'm receiving emails, text messages, even phone calls from friends and family in Israel. And I would like to suggest that we can help, and help in a profound way. The bounds of emotional needs reach much farther than the physical limits of borders, oceans, and continents. We've done this already, connecting in this way during the pandemic. We stayed close-knit even while separated by location. It is possible to care for someone remotely. and I would like to suggest that we take this on. Many of us have connections in Israel or friends and family who do. Everyone needs support. If you know someone in Israel who could use a phone call, someone here in the U.S. who could be supported by a card, a hug, a reaching out, know that this is part of the work of healing. And even while so many of those in Israel are still in the middle of violence, everyone there needs the space to know that they are loved and cared for. Our mourning practices bring us to one another for a reason. We can't change death, but we can help with the pain of loss. We are not going to find a solution to the problem of the Middle East today. It's something that has plagued the region and the world over for a century. But we can mourn the price of this failure to find that answer. The terrible violence that spills out of political and religious disagreements and attacks on human bodies of people trying to live their lives. This is the price of failure. To find nuance, the price of fundamentalism, and so we will not respond to such faulty broad strokes with bold generalizations of our own. The work involved in making way for the desert of the Middle East to bloom into peace will not be done with a miracle, or in the sweep of a day or a week, but in the small, slow steps of building bridges, which take so much longer to put up than to tear down. And so we stand here, and we lend our tears to the water, our hands to the bridges, and mourn, so that when this break in the work of peace concludes, we can continue forward. The final ritual involved in the observance of Shiva includes a simple act. When the world is turned upside down by loss, even the most simple things seem like foreign and grand activities. And so a small step towards normal begins with a small step. Mourners get up with the loved one ready to support them, and they take the next step of simply walking out their door. Many will turn to the left or right and pace slowly around their block, a sign that they are ready to start again. Not that their work, their mourning is complete, far from it. In many ways, after the shock of 7 days of events, it's just beginning. May we find our way to taking those steps, and may we find our world in a place of greater peace. Shabbat shalom.
This song is called Nachamu, Comfort Us. It's written by Alana Arian, and the text is from Isaiah, chapter 40, verses 1 through 3. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami, Yomar Elohechem. Comfort, comfort my people, says your God. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami, Yomar Elohechem. 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 Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle to take care of one another. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle with this world. Nachamu, Nachamu, Amar Yo Ami Yomar Omar Elohechem. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Omar Elohechem. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle to take care of one another. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle with this world. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Omar Elohechem. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Omar Elohechem.
We turn to each other for healing, knowing that healing comes from the strength of being together, the strength of finding the space to feel the pain that comes from loss, and the strength to turn to one another and know that we are stronger for being together. In our handout this evening, you'll find the names of those in our community who are in need of healing. And if you're joining us online, I invite you to share the names of those that you're thinking of in the chat at this time. As one community, we think of those especially who have come recently onto our list of people in need of healing, and so our hearts are with Harriet Ellis and Joel Epstein, Michael Tate and Lance Vault, Penny Berman, Jim Godin, Nancy Hickey, Gary Holstein, Janet Hyman, Christina James, Andy Perlman, Jeff Schaller, and Seema Swearington. If you are here in our sanctuary and are thinking of someone in particular this Shabbat, you'd like to share their name aloud so that we can all hold that person in our hearts, it is our custom to invite you to rise and to share their name as my eyes meet yours.
Mark Rosen. Those who were lost last weekend.
We add to this Nadine Picar, Ron Picar, and Nicole Allen. I'd like to invite us to offer the words of healing in the prayer found on page 373 of our prayer books.
Renew our faith. Grant us a perfect healing. Bring peace to all our days. Hail Narafana, Narafana Lanu. Hail Narafana, strength of body. Help clarify our minds. Refresh our tired spirits, rejuvenate our light.
In our tradition, we do not shy away from what is difficult and what is real and honest. We give ourselves the space to know that there can be pain in this world, and also we always place in front of ourselves the reminder that there is light in this world. At the end of our service, we have the words of Aleinu, which invite us and remind us that when we are at times when we are low, that we do not shy away from that lowness. And so too do we invite ourselves to rise, because it's what we do. And so I invite us to offer the words on page 287, and to gather and as one community to rise.
Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas.
Our thoughts now turn to those in our community who have died in recent days or in this season in years past. If you're joining us online, I invite you to share the names of those that you are thinking of in the chat at this time. And together, and as we think of those who are observing Shiva, we stand with the world over in mourning the deaths of those in the Middle East, those of our friends and family, and all of those who have died in this conflict. Together, our hearts are with those near to Fred Zimmerman, as we think of Maggie and Larry. As we remember Laura Bleiberg, our hearts go out to Simone Rogers and Ryan Rogers. As we remember Arlene Hillinger, our hearts go out to Lori and Brian Garabedian, David Hillinger, and Ann Gundry. This Shabbat, we also mark the yard site, the anniversary of the death of Alan Abramson, Maurice Edelman, Ellie Brooks, Molly Chudikoff, Cy Collins, Jess Cooperman, Ronald Decker, Estelle Eichler, Benet Faulkner, Claire Glow, Ralph Harris, Evelyn Hyman, Walter Kuttner, Robert Licht, Shirley Marks, Boyce Miller, Marjorie Newman, Elenea Ochetil, Marcy Raftenberg, Irving Rosenberg, Rose Rudis, Libby Sachs, Arnold Shimsky, Lester Shumo, Muriel Shapiro, Florence Schuster, Jack Vault, and David Udine. If you are thinking of someone in particular this Shabbat, it's our custom to invite you to please rise to share their name as my eyes meet yours.
For Congregant DeVere, Saturday was killed Roan Munder, and the family was kidnapped, Ruth, Avram, Karen, and O'Don Munder. And that's a congregant family.
Thank you.
Cliff Sampson and Paul Sampson.
I'd like to invite all of us to turn to the words on page 294, page 294 of our prayer books, and to recite these words as one. Please rise in body or in spirit. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabba, be'amad yivarach yirteh ve'amlich malchuteh, b'chayachon v'yamechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'gala v'izman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach le'olam olmei maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudisha barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shuata, tushbachata v'nechamata, damiran b'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim alenu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. V'sei shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, alenu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. Zichronam livracha, may the memories of those near to us, those whose lives have been lost, continue to be a part of who we are. As we carry on into our lives, their memories, may they be a blessing. I invite us together to say, amen. Please be seated. We have a number of announcements, many things that are taking place this particular week at Temple Israel, so I want to call up a member of our board of directors, Sherry Sanaga, to share some of the goings-on once the microphone is operational. Please.
Thank you both to Rabbi Fox and to Cantor Cooper for their beautiful rendition tonight, both of Words of Wisdom and a song. I don't know about you, but it really touched my heart. It was a rough week. Anger, sadness, despair, shock. I read something this week I wanted to share with you that moved me. It's from the Talmud. The Talmud talks about the fact that there's joy and there's sorrow. And in great Jewish traditions, the rabbis argued about which comes first, joy or sorrow. Rashi explains it this way. If there was a village and there was a procession, a wedding procession coming through with people jumping up and down and yelling and smiling and having a great time, and if they met in the middle of village, a procession of mourners who were crying, who were wailing, who were weeping, who is supposed to step aside? Which group steps aside? The wedding party? The funeral party? Which one steps aside? Rashi says it's the funeral party. It's the wedding party that gets to go first. Why that really touched me this week? Because it reminded me that if the wedding party is going first, we as Jews are a people of hope. The fact that we've gone through so much history of mourning and we continue to come back, it's because we're a people of hope. And so I want to put into your hearts today that one way to come and continue to be people of hope is to come to be in community. And when you're in community, I don't know, this week the vigil at the JCC was beautiful. People coming into community, it gave us hope. I'm not saying don't mourn because I'm mourning too. But if we listen to what Rashi says, let us have hope, and we have hope when we come together. And I'm going to give you some opportunities to come together as a community. That's pretty good, huh? Thank you. Thank you. So tomorrow, in the spirit of chaos, us Jews, we have a ritual. And our ritual tomorrow starts with starting the Torah all over again with Breshit. It grounds us again. It reminds us. So for people who are out there in Zoom, and if you can, come and be part of the community. Have and be with us and start the book of Genesis again. 8:45. Breakfast, bagel and lox. There will be food. And then there's more opportunity for community. 11 o'clock, senior Shabbat at the JCC. Come and be in community there. And in addition, on Sunday, on the 15th at 7 p.m., come be in community to talk about Ethiopian Jewry, where things stand in 2023. This will be on Zoom, so you could be in pajamas and be part of community. Next Friday is a very special Friday. It's a Friday to eat pink challah. Now, isn't that a great way to be in community, to bake pink challah and to eat pink challah? And to hear about stories of resilience, life-affirming, overcoming. Come next week to Pink Shabbat. And then on Sunday, the 22nd, okay, one way to heal, if you have pets. Who has pets? All right, I see you. We are having, thank you, Rabbi, for this wonderful thing. We're having at 4 p.m. on next Sunday, no, sorry, 1 p.m. No. Oh, there's two things. Okay, let me read this now. At 1 p.m., our JJL is heading to the animal shelter in Spring Street for a program they are calling Caring for Our Furry Friends. So join us as we visit the P.D. Pitchford Companion Animal Village in Long Beach and learn more about the groundbreaking partnership between Private Rescue, the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, Los Angeles, and Municipal Animal Shelter, the Long Beach Animal Care Service. That's at 1. Now, at 4 o'clock, and talk about community, having hope, having healing, Rabbi Fox and Justin Rudd and other local clergy are going to have the annual blessings of the animals. So bring your animals to get them blessed. It's going to be at Rosie's Dog Beach, right? I hear the oohs over there. Bring your pet for this special afternoon. So as you can see, we've got some special things. It's been a tough week for all of us. We don't have to do it alone. In fact, come to a community of hope. And we welcome all of you, you folks on Zoom too, come and be with us.
Well done. Well done, Student Rabbi Sherry Sanaga. Well, as we continue to call out this hope, I want to invite us to sing these words of hope written by Israelis and Palestinians together, page 353, O Javo.
Shalom Aleinu, Ojabo Shalom Aleinu, Ojabo Shalom